What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor Dark Joker, here with another edition of Traditional Fans with Opinions, where I'll give my reviews for whoever I watched, read, or played today. And who are Traditional Fans with Opinions? That is myself, and that is you, the viewers. With all that being said, on with the reviews. King of the Hill, Season 14. So, definitely a little late on reviewing this, but that's because I had not watched the show at all before. So I binge watched the entire show before getting around to this. And, obviously there's a 15th season coming, in the near future. So yeah, anyway. So this season takes place good bits after the previous season. So Hank Hill, Peggy Hill, they were in Saudi Arabia for some time selling propane. And I guess so 8 years after, season 13. So basically, they returned to Arlen, Texas, you know, and like basically, so like they get back to their house, and so you have so some of the characters have definitely gotten older. So a lot of the adult characters they have wrinkles, and 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 then basically Bobby, Connie, Joseph, they've they're adults now. So Luann, Lucky, and their kid, they don't appear this season. So, and you have so one of the things happens. So Bobby, he's thin, he's gotten thinner. So he's like he didn't go to college. He basically is like the head chef at a Robata. Basically, it's Jap he he co-owns a Japanese German American restaurant with chain Wasana-san, and like so the rich prick who's basically still acts like a nepo baby. Basically, like Shane's father Ted are like the ones financing it, and while Bobby actually runs it, and like so basically, Bobby tries to deal with stress of like running the restaurant. He first episode like he hooks up with the customer, like the one of the female customers who's like a local college student. He accidentally butt dials Peggy while having sex with that girl. So and Peggy does not understand what the sounds she's hearing are of, but she guesses it's a butt dial. It's so funny. Like, and basically you have like you have a lot of it's implied that Nancy and John Redcorn have rekindled their affair. Basically, they run a blog about houses, and it's implied that they have restarted their affair, which hasn't been going on in a while. And so Joseph, basically he's like Bobby's roommate, and then like yeah, like basically, and Bobby so Joseph is he's an idiot. Like he's the same idiot. And then yeah, so basically then yes, and Joseph still doesn't know that John Redcorn's his father. Like so Joe and Dale still don't know that. And what he does now is like so Joseph does a variety of jobs. He's like a propane sales boy at Strickland Propane, panhandler, leasing agent, road maintenance worker. So yeah, so Joseph so, And so after now, Bobby, after hooking up with that one girl, he comes across Connie, who he basically lost contact with over the past 8 years. And so it's revealed that Connie is dating Chain, but it's more very casual, and they secretly have a, as they call it, ethical non-monogamy arrangement. Basically means officially they're dating, but they can screw whoever they want as long as the other one approves. And I guess basically in Chain's case, there was an entire sorority he was allowed to hook up with. Bobby finds weird. Basically, Connie tells Bobby that that basically Bobby's not the kind of guy that would do E and M because he's basically way too nice. And yeah, now Connie and Chain's parents think that they're in a serious Connie and Chain are in a serious relationship and basically want them to get married, which is why Con and Mean keep their divorce secret. Like there's a whole bit where where Bobby accidentally blurts it out there about how they're about the divorce. Like there's a lot of funny jokes. Like there's a lot of jokes about current day politics that are actually pretty funny. And there's a whole thing about the beer brewing competition. So Bobby basically, so Hank being old fashioned wants beer to taste like beer. Pretty reasonable, and all of his friends agree with that. And then because when Hank was brewing, Bobby thinks that was look, Mason thinks that the just judges the competition are gonna have like a very as he thinks, high class palate, regards to like drinking. Which I mean, look, here's the freaking fact: how many of these quote high class tasters go to a beer drinking comp? They're gonna a lot of these quote high class people. They're gonna be going after wine and champagne. They ain't drinking beer. I mean, I don't drink at all. I don't drink. But like for people who do, I mean, look, beer is beer. That beer's a very blue collar drink. And there's a funny scene where basically Hank and Peggy are at the bar, and basically all the beer there is like some has a bunch of flavoring added to it. And Hank asks the bar, "Hey, do you have beer that actually tries to taste like beer instead of tasting like something else?" The guy's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah." It's funny. Like Bobby's like beers. He's like beer's gotta tell a story. Hank's like it's beer. Like you just drink it. And I mean, I'm with Hank on it. Food and drink, whatever type of food is like we're there to eat it, not listen to some sob story about it. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, there's a there's some and do some of the jokes like so there's a thing where Hank's half brother, Good Hank, starts list. I guess it goes to a camp run by some Andrew Tate like figure. Like very obviously they try to make the guy look like Andrew Tate, and it's so funny how how it go like that is like there's some fun. And then when so Connie dumps Chain, starts dating Bobby. They try to rekindle some like their first relationship from when they were in middle school. They try to do some of the old stuff that they were used to be into. Doesn't work. They try. So then when Connie gets hurt at a trampoline park, like trampoline, I guess gym, wherever they go to. So in the hospital, basically they talk, but basically they start talking about their current lives, like Bobby run restaurant, Connie studying, her all the studies she's doing in college, and based on Connie's comments about, looks like Connie's actually trying to have a serious relationship with Bobby. And so you have so Dale's like a conspiracy theorist, like I think he has like a Patreon or something. So he actually in this time, and and he was like mayor of Arlen for a brief period of time, which is he says it's how he figured out how messed up the election system was. And it got like it is so fun. So he tried to deny an election that he won with only 9% of the vote, but there was a lot of split votes. Like it is so funny the jokes they make. I think Boomhauer's raising kid, Bill's being Bill. Like Bill was like inside for a long time, gained a bunch of weight because basically he could order a bunch of stuff online. Like dang it is so funny the jokes they do. This was like a good I was like compared to Mike Judge's other show this year, Beavis and Butthead, season 11. Look, Beavis and Butthead was better. Beavis and Butthead is better than King of the Hill. I would say this was America need we need comedy. It's this season provides King of the Hill provides very good comedy, which we needed. I thought it was a great season of television, and it's nice to have comedy back on the air. And I'm looking forward to season 15. Well, that's it. Did y'all like the stuff I reviewed? And if you have your own opinions about all that, you put all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and all that. And look forward to the next video.